Let me just be real. This video that you're about to watch, it was really hard for me to watch. So, as I'm relaunching Desires Laid Bare, this was one of my most popular videos by watch time by far. And that's why I'm bringing this topic back, because it is so close to my heart to this day. Like it was then, and now it is even more so, to the point where sometimes I don't even know what kink is anymore. Like I'm at this point in my life, in case you haven't noticed, I'm no longer wearing a collar, and I'm reevaluating a lot of things about myself, my needs, what my identity is inside the kink community, what my role is as a submissive to myself, my play partners, my future romantic partners, my future doms. Like there's a lot going through my mind. And the content that I made back then that you're about to actually watch is still really relevant and sound. I think the only thing that was missing was more life experience and a little bit of nuance. And so now I feel like I've got this in spades, making this video, 8 years later. A lot of the stuff that I want to share is not going to be able to be covered in one video. It's really interesting that watching the content that I made back then really helped me evaluate and audit what my dynamic was like while I was in that 24/7 relationship. One of the truths that I'll just share with you now was that I was not supposed to lose myself. That's what I literally told you. And you know what happened? I did. I lost myself. I was so quick to abandon myself so that my then master would not abandon me. So this is a really, really touchy subject for me. And I think that's a great thing because it means that I'm consistently growing and that I can share with you things that I've learned along the ways and things that I continue to learn so that you have as best of a picture as possible from a really bullshit, fake Hollywood way. Like from someone who lives this lifestyle almost 24/7, who's been in the community in Portland since 2013 and has gone through my fair share of what it's like to be a submissive and a slave. If there's anything that I am proud about going through the relationships dynamic that I have and now being solo is that I am finding myself again. And it is fucking scary. It is scary because there are so many expectations. There are so many stereotypes. There's so many things that people tell you that you need to be, even though they say, oh, there's no one true way to be a submissive or whatnot. Trust me, when the voices are loud, your voice gets quiet. Mine did. If there's anything that I can impart on you really quickly right now is be strong in who you are. Be sure of who you are in terms of a person, a submissive, a kinkster, whatever it is, because that's going to help you create a foundation that only helps you be fulfilled in whatever kink experience that you have, whether it's master slave, dominant submissive, or other flavors. So, like I said, I have a lot to share with you. And in the meantime, go enjoy 2018 me as I talk about what it's like to be a 24/7 slave. So there's a lot of misconceptions out there regarding the dominance and submission dynamic, especially when people think that dominance and submission is about giving up power and control and then also taking power and control. I mean, I'm raising my hand high and admitting that I used to think this way when I started my kink journey like 5 years ago. But I'm happy to say after 5 years, I've matured up a little bit and realized that after being in a 24/7 master-slave relationship, which is a step deeper than dominance and submission, hence this color, I can safely say it's not about power and control, but something else. So this video is just an honest talk about what it's like to be in a dominant and submissive relationship from the point of somebody living it every day of her life. That's me. I'm going to share with you then 3 truths about what it's like to be in a DS type of relationship so that you can create your own happiness and your own journey in a safe way should DS be something that you want to explore. And I get it. A lot of it comes from media, like mainstream media, like 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, a lot of it is influenced by what we see. And it's often overshadowed by a layer of drama so that it affects the bottom line for these franchises. And with that being said, that can skew the truth of what being in this type of a relationship means for all of us. I lived this lifestyle 24/7 with a partner whom
is the best master I could have ever asked for. And so I'm coming at it from not only a personal level, but also the education that I've received from others before me. Truth number 1. It's not about control. It's about trust. So I touched upon this topic a little bit in the introduction, but because it's such an important aspect, I really want to dive a little bit deeper as to what I mean between the difference of giving up control and power versus trusting your dominant to lead. So if you were to really think about giving up your power and control in this relationship and dynamic, that's actually super unhealthy and extremely toxic. It's giving up a sense, especially if you're the submissive, your individuality, your agency. And I get it. It's a fine line because you're consenting to want someone to lead the relationship, but at the same time, how do you balance your individuality with all of that? And most importantly, this type of thinking, especially giving up your power and giving up your control, or taking the power and taking control, is not empowering for anybody. It actually sets the dynamic as a whole to fail. So for me, while I have consented, I absolutely consented to have my master lead the relationship, it's not about giving up my power at all. Even though my role is slave, I can still think for myself. I can still make my own decisions. I can still go after the dreams of being an amazing business owner that I've set for myself. I don't want to lose any of that. So the difference between how I live my relationship and how others may live their relationship is that I trust my master to lead. It's like saying he's the CEO of our relationship business and I'm the COO. He has the vision of where he wants to go, and I have the skills to execute and to move us forward. And I also trust him to lead the way. And that could be something as small as where we're going to eat for dinner, what we're going to order, because I don't order my own food anymore. Or something as big as, this is the house I want to buy. And yes, he's asked for my opinion before because my opinion matters to him. But at the end of the day, it's me trusting him to lead the relationship forward. It's me trusting him to make the decisions that are in both of our favors. I think the thought about giving up control and giving up power, if you do that, it means you lose yourself. And in order for me to be the best submissive, in order for me to be the best slave possible to my partner and master, I have to be in the utmost control of myself. I have to be submitting and serving and surrendering from a place of power. Otherwise, my trust goes out the door. My anxiety surfaces. My panics just rise and skyrocket. And none of this mindset is good for anybody, which leads to my second point. Dominance and submission and BDSM as a whole is very much a mindset practice. So it's just like a little mindset switch between giving up power and control to trust, right? It also means that you don't also need to physically be pinned against the wall with someone's hand around your neck to feel submissive. Oh my God, that was, fantasy just went through my mind. Okay. Feeling submissive, that's all in your mind. So even if you are cooking dinner, or even if you're folding laundry, something that you do every day, it's like, how are you serving your partner? How are you feeling submissive to your dominant by doing these things? It doesn't have to be sexual whatsoever. Of course, sex can play a large part in DS, because who doesn't like power exchange kinky sex? But it's not the end-all be-all, and if it's only sex that matters, like any type of relationship in or out of kink, the sex is going to fade. Like for me, without a shadow of a doubt, I know that whatever it is I'm doing, I'm serving my master. So let me give you some examples. So one of my protocols that my master wants me to follow that is considered being submissive and serving to him is to go forth and to pursue my 7-figure business goal dreams. So what that means is He accepts me for all that I am and all that I want to be, and he is supporting that. And to him, that is considered serving the relationship, serving him and moving our relationship forward, doing what I know and need to do to make it happen. Another example is that I am in charge of protecting his property. So I'm his property as slave. And so when I go out with my friends, when I go have fun, when I go out and eat, when I go work out, it's all about being submissive and serving him because I'm doing what I need to do to stay healthy. And yes, I love doing all those things with my friends and working out and eating and all that. So it's like a win-win all around. And all of this leads to my final truth. Successful dominance and submission is about finding the right fit that supports you and your partners in the best way possible and brings out the best in everyone. You can find your DS unicorn, I promise you, because I've found it. I mean, take me for example. I found a master and partner that fit me so well. He wants me to go after my 7+ figure business goals. He loves the way I laugh. He loves the way I speak my mind. He knows I am confident, dominant, powerful, and that's how he wants it. He wants me to be strong, and he's not worried about it whatsoever. It doesn't emasculate him. It's really easy, especially for us submissives, to feel guilty. So the fact that he wants me to pursue my life dream is beyond dreamy. And it speaks to something much larger. It means that he wants me to submit and surrender to him exactly as I am. Confident, ambitious, determined, loud, fun, all the things that make up me. It means that I am enough. In fact, I am more than enough for him. And that is a feeling that is indescribable because it really sets me up to soar and to fly as opposed to being some doormat that gets walked on over every day. Like, wow, it's so powerful that just by being 100% me, I am enough. So you see how finding the right fit in DS makes all the difference? This ups your confidence factor. This ups your trust factor. This ups your honesty factor. It just up levels you and your partner's dynamic so much that is required of this dynamic to be successful. Oh my God, I just started crying because it was so powerful in terms of this conversation because it hit me so hard. So comment yes below if this is something that you want in your DS relationship as well. Wow, so this was such a powerful video for me to just quickly talk about. I mean, I could talk about this all day. It makes me so proud to wear his collar because I'm with somebody that accepts me for all that I am, in and out of kink, and that makes the world of a difference. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it powerful, helpful, informative, give me a thumbs up. Comment below on what your takeaways are. I would love to make more videos like this if it really means that you guys are getting something from this. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.